So I really hope that my phone stays because it is propped up with something underneath it. Because apparently my new phone is super heavy, so it just keeps dropping and dropping, but whatever. So what I did was I asked Facebook and Instagram for some ideas for videos, and I got a significant number. So I'm going to start out with this one because I think it's such a big category to discuss that a lot of people struggle with, and that is on that emotional connection to food. That's like the biggest thing. No matter what your goals are, whether they're maintenance, whether they're weight gain, or whether they're majority of the people are weight loss and healthy eating, I always say you have to find your fire. You guys have heard me say this 1,001,000 times. Finding your fire is the most important thing because it is the only thing that's going to keep you on track. So whatever your goal is, let's just say weight loss, let's just say 50 pounds, the fire that you have. So it's not just that 50 pounds. What is it that you want? What else do you want to get out of it? Do you want to increase stamina? Do you have kids? Do you want to be able to, show your kids about how to eat healthy? Do you have kids that are overweight? Are you in pain? Do you have any medical conditions? Do you not have medical conditions, but you're in physical pain? Do you not sleep well at night? Do you have a very high stress level job? These are all headaches. You're more prone to headaches. Maybe you're always getting stomach aches. So you need to have this list of what is your goal, but why do you have that goal? I am a huge fan of two books, or two things. The 4 Agreements, which I live my life. It's a very, very easy read. You buy the book and you read a couple sentences before you go to bed. Then, Awaken the Giant Within. I believe every message is received so much more powerful when you can physically hear it. So getting his audio, whether you buy it for $12.99 on Amazon and you listen to it in the car, or you buy the Audible, which is on your phone, which is a little bit more, but it's because it's right there. It's downloaded to your phone and it's always there. And listen to it every day. So Tony Robbins talks about linking pain and pleasure to things. So I have Crohn's disease. So when I see bad food, even if it's stuff that I love, like peanut butter cups and ice cream and Tostitos, those are all foods that you know what? I just decided just now that I'm going to stop choosing the word I love Tostitos and foods that I love, because I don't love anything more than I love my health. So I will say foods that taste good. But when I see those things, I see pain. I see an IV in my arm. That's why I say I'm blessed that I have Crohn's disease, because I'm glad that I see that. That is a good attachment for me. So with other people that have a fire, you have to find something. Oh, I'm just checking up my bun. You have to find something that's going to attach pain. Tony Robbins, attach pain and pleasure. People that want to quit smoking, you just have to attach. There's no such thing as I'm quitting. You just have to quit. Like, that's it. He says it all the time. You could just say, I'm done. Like, I will never eat a Reese's peanut butter cup ever again for the rest of my life, because it will bring me pain. I physically love the way that I feel. Physically, my stomach, I love the way that my body is coming together way more than I like the taste of Tostitos and Reese's peanut butter cups. So you can be someone, and this particular person had said, I prep all my food throughout the day and then I just eat crap. So you can be around that food. Like my kids, my son, he likes chips. He doesn't eat garbage all the time. He eats a lot of really healthy food. I get him organic cereals. He eats oatmeal and eggs. He eats ground turkey. He eats rice. The baby loves rice. He loves steamed string beans. They love healthy food because that's what they're around. But I forgot where I was going with this. But healthy food and linking those things. Oh, that's where I was going. So like my son, he likes pizza. He likes the taste of pizza. So we'll, maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, we'll give him pizza on like a Friday night or a Saturday. It really all depends. It also depends on what he has the next day, because he's got allergies and he knows the effects of it. I'll allow him to have that. But for me, I mean, I'm Italian. I used to love eating pizza, but I look at that pizza or I'll take him to a yogurt place, and I would want to eat yogurt, but I can't because it makes me feel sick. So I could be around those things, and just like you can be around those things if you are giving your child a cheat meal, or if you're around people that don't necessarily follow the same things that you follow, which that's a whole nother subject that we could talk about when, you choose different people to be around. If they're not on the same journey as you, or they're trying to self-sabotage, trying to sabotage, or they're fit shaming. Maybe you're getting in shape and they're putting you down for it, which is so common these days. But getting back to you. So if you find that pain and that pleasure that's linked to those things, you can be around them. You look at your food that you have prepared and you see, okay, I'm getting myself closer and closer to my goal. I also have talked about this before in a video, like where I don't believe in cheats every week. I don't believe that cheats make any sense, because known fact, you can eat great throughout the week, and it's so much easier to put on weight than it is to lose weight. So you can easily put on 6 pounds in a day. I've seen 22 pounds in a weekend, but it takes the right way to do it. It takes a week to lose 2 pounds. So you do all this hard work, and then you have a cheat and you put on 6 pounds. So you're like constantly, granted some of that is water weight, so you can end up losing 2 or 3 or 4 of those pounds in water weight after a couple days of sweating, and then you're like just losing the same weight over and over again. So I don't believe in that. I believe in like a refeed, like maybe having a meal that you normally wouldn't have at a different time of day, or like having a higher fat food or whatever, like something that's just a little higher in calories but not necessarily garbage. So when you connect that as well, like you'll learn how to enjoy the journey and then seeing your own progress. I recommend that if you're not with a professional that actually requires that, like I actually have 2 clients that just sent me their measurements and pictures, and that just happens to be 2 out of the 60 people that are clients of mine, between 30-something coaching clients and 30-something clients that are in the studio. So 2 people would do this week for measurements and pictures. I did both of their montages already, and I sent them back to them. One lost 7-point-something inches, and one I haven't compared yet. So I recommend that if you're not with somebody that does that for you, that you every week on a Saturday you get on a scale. If you eat bad, then you should get on the scale after you eat bad, so you can see the damage that was done and learn from it. And then do your own measurements and pictures. You want to make sure that they're in the same spot, same angle, same everything, same measurements, and compare. Like, hold yourself accountable to that. But the biggest thing is going to be the Tony Robbins, Awaken the Giant Within. The biggest thing is going to be linking pain and linking pleasure. The biggest thing is going to be tracking your progress so that you're remotivated every week and every month to keep moving forward. Coping skills. Those of you that don't know, I had a nervous breakdown at the age of 23 after binging and purging for months in my mom's attic. And when I first got out of the hospital, I had to literally eat in different environments. So instead of, I moved my apartment around when I did get an apartment, because I was living with my mom, whenever I needed a change. And then right when I got out of the hospital and I was living back with my mom, I couldn't eat in my mom's house. So I had to eat in the front of my house. I had to eat in a different room. I had to come up with coping skills. I started working at a gym, so I would eat right before going into session so I wouldn't think about bad food or think about what I just ate. I actually ended up working 7 days a week for a few years until I felt mentally strong enough to like give myself a day off. But even when I worked 7 days a week, like I had 4 jobs. One that was like 3 times a year, one that was 2 times a year, and then the other 2 were every day. I would on the days that on the times that I wasn't working, like on Saturday and Sunday, I would go straight through from 7 until 2 training clients, and then I would go to the bookstore. So I would have to be out of my house. These are all things that actually saved me. Like, I am who I am today because of the struggle that I went through then. And I am like a master of my craft of coping skills and all that other stuff because of all the things that I practiced, because of the mess ups that I had, or slip ups, or the moments, or the things that I learned, by doing affirmations 7 days a week, and twice a day. And we didn't really have YouTube, and I had a flip phone back then. We're talking 17 years ago. So it was literally going to the bookstore and just sitting in the self-help area with my, I forgot what it was called, my little MP3 player and my headphones, and I would listen to music and I would read. So again, I think it really just all boils down to Tony Robbins. If you link pain and you link pleasure, you're more likely to stay focused. I suggest getting a vision board, and as I mentioned, write down what your goals are, but you have to write the whys. If you have a long-term goal, you have to focus on that long-term goal back here, but then you have to have mini goals, because the long-term goal is exhausting. If you have 100 pounds or 50 pounds or whatever it is that you want to lose, you have to make sure that you're focused on, yes, that's the ultimate goal, but I have a goal that I want to get through to the end of the day, the end of the week, the end of the month, and then those are the little things that you focus on. And every day I recommend a vision board with like pictures and motivational quotes and your list of goals and your A, B, and C as to why you have those goals. And then have a dry erase board on the side, and every day write your affirmations. Then say them to yourself in the mirror. Then erase them and rewrite them again. So, it is 11 minutes. I am going to upload this to YouTube now. I hope you guys like this. I hope this helped the person that asked. And I'm going to go get my cup of coffee and then go deliver the heat to my clients. Saturday's weigh-in day and 90-minute workout. So, love you.